Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from the Indiana Convention Center for a special edition of our show. It is a huge weekend for the state of Indiana, not only the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but a first of its kind event being held in the Hoosier State, the Indiana Global Economic Summit here at the Indiana Convention Center in downtown Indianapolis. And what better strategy to frame Indiana as a place to do business than to announce this week the two biggest economic development projects in the state this year, and two of the biggest ever, totaling more than $4.5 billion in investment. First, Eli Lilly and Company, the global pharmaceutical giant, choosing the Boone County Innovation District to build two new manufacturing facilities. It's a $2.1 billion investment with plans to create up to 500 jobs. And Indiana getting a big piece of the electric vehicle pie. Global auto giants Stellantis and Samsung SDI planning to build a $2.5 billion investment in an EV battery plant in Kokomo, and bringing with it some 1,400 new jobs. With more on this week's big investment announcements, how it plays into the economic global summit, and the world spotlight shining on Indiana, pleased to be joined at the summit by Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb. Governor, thanks for taking time to join us.
Play it again, Gary. I like the way it sounds.
All right. Well, you've been a busy guy, and your team very busy. This week, I think historic in terms of size of investment. Let's start, first of all, with the more recent, the Eli Lilly and Company investment. Yeah. $2+ billion, innovation park in Lebanon, Boone County, manufacturing facilities, high-wage jobs. Your reaction to that investment?
And as you mentioned, great careers of the future. To have two companies with such long history, Stellantis, decades in the making, they're part of the very fabric of Howard County, and to be transitioning from one mode to another and going into the battery space, and then to bring on an iconic brand like Samsung SDI, a player into our state that is now creating the first in the joint venture in America. This is nothing but good news. And then, you know, Colonel Eli Lilly's legacy, Dave Ricks and the whole team Lilly is living up to it and surpassing it. It's never been stronger. And you don't have to look at the stock price to look at that. You can look at what they're doing around the world, and great news is they're going to be doing it, making it right here in Indiana.
Manufacturing research to be taking place there. There's a lot of talk about research triangle, Silicon Valley, the connection between Purdue, I-65 down to Lebanon and Boone County, Indianapolis, the airport. In your view, what can this be part of in terms of the bigger picture?
The good news for Indiana is, and we've talked about this before, but the READY grant proposals that regionalized our state into 17 different regions. But I almost see these lightning bolts all over the state of Indiana of connectivity. And so you're tapping into a research institution like Purdue or Notre Dame or IU. The good news, we've got them spread out. We've got these, you know, private universities and colleges, Ivy Tech Community College, Vincennes University. So they're really close. And they're key components to making sure we can skill up all this new business. And it, as you say, is at an unprecedented level coming into the state of Indiana. And I feel like we don't just have traction, we've got serious momentum going forward. The key will continue to be to make sure we've got the workforce skilled up to fill these careers, because success attracts success. And as you can tell by the attendees here already, they love what they see.
Yeah, Kokomo, you know, traditional old line automotive town, manufacturing town. This new investment obviously is in the future in terms of electric vehicles. Do you sense a transformation basically for the manufacturing economy, and in particular in Kokomo?
Yeah, and we have to be in lockstep with that transition. And this is kind of putting our flag in the ground that Indiana is not just an attractive place to grow, but to grow the kind of jobs that are going to be around for generations. And that was a huge statement by Stellantis and Samsung SDI to come to Indiana. Fierce competition. And we have to understand who our competition is. And have packages that we can present that are not just competitive, but that can win the day. And I can tell you, I'm very bullish on the second half of the year.
Well, let's talk about that quickly. We're almost out of time. But in terms of the overall investment, capital investment in Indiana this year to date has already surpassed last year.
Yeah, and I have a little context. I first came into the State House working for one of my predecessors when I had a little less gray hair, but he rightfully created this public-private partnership, if you will, this IEDC, and with a board, the governor chairing that board. In the 12 years before I came into office, 2 of those years we did over $5 billion in CapEx. 2 of those years since 2005 to 2016. And we've done $5 billion over that for every year I've been in office. And this year we did it in 5 months. So, you know, we were over 10 billion before the 2 big announcements. By the way, we did 340 million in Fort Wayne on Monday. We'll have another announcement here soon in the racing industry, McLaren, who will invest another 25 million in the Boone County area as well, Whitestown. And this is very exciting to have that kind of expertise where that team will come and skill up and have access to the latest technology, training, practice their pit stops. This is consolidating our racing prowess from a global perspective, and it's all draining right down to us.
Big week for Indiana economic development. Big week to showcase the state as well at the Global Summit. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb, as always, thanks for joining us.
Happiest governor in America.
All right. Thanks.